All right, greetings, my little green friends, or shall I say, which I believe is Sandperson speak for greetings, my little green friends. Good to have you here. I wanted to do a quick demo of the Fort Tusken Grand Prix event, which for this year's November the 4th Extra Life event for Unholy Alliance and Friends will be our very first event in the lineup. So more about that in a second. I just wanted to do a demo video for you real quick, let you see what I have in store for you. So where we are right now will be the starting line for this. If you want to know where I am currently on the planet of Tatooine, and you have to be at least level 30 to be here. Right here in the Outlaw's Den, in the middle of the area of the map. The rules, technically, you can be anybody. You can be an Imperial, you can be a pub. Come here and meet us in the Outlaw's Den. Right here in the top, in the north east corner of this, between the Dune Sea and the Jundland areas. It is a PvP open area, so anybody is allowed to DPS anybody else in this area, assuming you are not grouped up. So of course we're not letting people group up. That would make some sense. But what we're going to do is meet up in this area right here, right above this rocky ledge, little minor cliff sort of a thing. This will be the starting line, and every time we cross this line it will count as a lap. The idea for this event is that we are not racing to complete laps. We are racing to create as much distance as we can within a time limit. And that will make sense, hopefully, here shortly. So, what we will do is you jump up here, everybody kill this guy if he shows up, show up on your speeder and wait for the whistle. When we let you have it, then everybody will take off, jump down here. You will be greeted all along the way by numerous sand people firing upon you, because you expect me to create an event. It's not going to be easy. The whole idea is not about who wins this event, but who loses the least. So what you're going to do is pretty much hug this left wall, nice and easy. Try to avoid the rocks. For the most part, you won't experience much by way of womp rats and other Tatooine wildlife that will make your day hard. But you will see Tusken Raiders and other sand people, hence the name, the Fort Tusken Grand Prix. You get here pretty much hugging this wall. I will let you cut just a little bit right here around the outer ring of this little living area here. Nice and scenic. That's really cool. What you'll do is come up here. Nowhere to go right here, but if you come up here, you can basically climb up this little hill, all the while trying to avoid the fire of sand people. And one thing I do suggest is that you try every now and then to jump off your speeder and knock off the speeder the person next to you or close to you who is trying to take over you. DPS is allowed, but remember, one of the rules is anybody who kills another player, another racer, is disqualified. So disqualifications for killing people, but you're allowed to play as dirty as you would like. That is highly encouraged. When you get to this part of the race circuit, when you see the ribs, or I guess it's crate dragon ribs right here, veer to the right, and that way you will stay inside the race circuit. Hugging the outer left wall of the Outlaw's Den area. Come up here. Aren't the shadows beautiful? Very nice Tatooine. Maybe 4 o'clock in the afternoon, 5 o'clock in the afternoon day. Come down here, nice and easy. Again, remember, trying to stay. If you get knocked off your speeder, just get right back on, keep on going, because the person getting ahead of you might get knocked off their speeder next, twice or 3 times. Who knows? Play as dirty as you want. Just remember, don't kill anybody. And our sand people will definitely be having a great time, making it hard for other people trying to get around here. When you get to this point right here, hug the inside here, but you can cut through between these two, because that leads you straight back to the finish line right here. And once you get to this point, this will be 1 lap right there. Now, I have tried this out. It's about 2 minutes and 4 seconds to make a complete revolution around this place. Nice and easy. But again, the idea is not to see who can complete X amount of laps within the time limit, but it's more, here's your time limit, get as much distance as you can. The winner will be the one, of course, who, once that timer expires, who creates the most distance. So every time you come across this finish line, definitely announce your lappage. But of course, there will be a second and a third runner-up, or the couple 3 places, first, second, and third. For our racers who managed to get this done. So do what you can. DPS your other players. Try to get them off their speeders. That's about the best way you can do it. But of course, the risk is that you have to jump off your speeder to do that. The sand people will be making it hard for you. And this is going to be a blast of an event. I hope it's going to be certainly challenging to be a sand person, because I imagine maybe sometimes people will shoot back, but that's just a theory. So again, November 4th this year is Extra Life. Unholy Alliance is taking part. I will say Unholy Alliance and friends, because it's not just Unholy Alliance. We want to invite everybody to be a part of this. We're trying to raise $2,000 this year for the Children's Miracle Network of Hospitals. Definitely jump in on our effort. Help us to raise those funds. Will be very cool. I personally, if I make my $300 goal this year, will be streaming for a week in pink pigtails. So here's hoping. Definitely jump in, come watch the streamers, come be a part of the events. Things get started at, I usually use Central Time, so I'm going to use Central Time now. But 10 a.m. Central Time, we're going to meet. Everybody will meet together on November 4th in the morning. We are going to have a 30-minute sort of icebreaker mixer, hang out for a few minutes, and then we're going to get started with the very first event, which is, of course, is the Fort Tusken Grand Prix. Lots of other events throughout the day. Swotorwood Squares is one thing, based on the old Hollywood Squares game show. There's going to be bar hopping, which is, I believe they're calling the pub crawl. Very cool. Lots of cool things going on. So definitely come be a part of Extra Life this year. You can watch the streamers. We'll all be all over Twitch. I certainly will. Twitch.tv/Sakari. And I know a bunch of other people will be streaming things from their perspective as well. But just a lot of cool things, trying to raise some money. And if you want to be a part of these events, definitely show up in-game. The server is The Harbinger. 10 a.m. Central Time, and we'll be going pretty much 12 hours. It's a 12-hour marathon of all kinds of different events. If you want to know what's going on, just tune in to twitch.tv/Sakari or any one of the other streamers that are doing this, and there'll be plenty. You can kind of catch where we are, what we're doing, come jump in anytime. If you need to take lunch, go take lunch. Come back and join us. Really cool. November the 4th, mark your calendars. It's coming up really fast. Look forward to seeing you there. And remember, keep those engines nice and humming. And maybe pull something loose on one of your fellow competitors.